wanted to do a review of Kevin Smith's Tusk.
No!
I wanted to talk about it.
I haven't fucking seen it.
So we can't talk... When are you going to see it?
When I see it.
What's that going to be?
I don't want to know about it before I see it.
Well, I'm not going to, like...
Other than dude gets turned into a wall man.
Well, that's all I'm going to give you. You're not going to know any more about the story than just that.
Well, that's what they have in the preview.
Well, no, what I wanted to do was...
Oh, man.
No, what I'm going to tell you... Trust me, I won't give anything away. But... So we went on Friday night. We drove all the way to fucking Maple Grove, 45-minute trip, and spent like $22 to watch this flick. We go there, and I was like we asked for the tickets, and the people next to us get tickets to the same movie. I'm like, oh, sweet. I thought this was just going to be kind of a rare thing that not a lot of people are going to go to.
It's packed.
That's what I was thinking. No, it wasn't. We walk in, there's like 6 people in the theater. We go up, we sit down in like the top row middle just to get a good spot at it. We're sitting there, the credits, whatever. All of a sudden, this one fucking guy walks in. And just like, I knew it was going to be bad as soon as he stepped foot into the theater. Because he comes walking into the theater like a fucking idiot. And then just like, stops, looks, and goes, "Hi, everybody!" And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? And then... You
should have just started being like, boo!
And the best part is then he's walking up, the stairs in on the seating, and then he like puts his fucking fingers in his face. He's like, Tusk. He's like, "Rrr, rrr."
Was it Hockert?
No, but this dude is sitting there, fucking going full walrus on us. And I was just like...
I would have walked right up to the front desk and been like, I want my money back for my tickets. There's a dude in there doing a Tusk fucking walrus thing.
Yeah, so we go in there, they come up, and of course they sit right the fuck in front of us.
I'd have kicked their chairs.
And...
Kick them!
I know, I'm just sitting there, and me and Andrea look at each other, we're just like, this is gonna be fucked. This is gonna suck. We're gonna be miserable. Mm-hmm. And then the previews start, and the... one guy in front of me, because there's 6 of them. There's 4 dudes and 1 chick. And the really annoying dude, I'm thinking, is married to the one chick. And
she's going, God damn it, why?
No, she's just as fucking stupid as the rest of them. So the previews start, and this guy in front of us is the quintessential douche. Like not douche, but just... he was older, so I'm going to say he was a douche. Because he basically acted like we did when we were in high school. Where every preview, everything that was said in the previews, or done in the previews, he had to fucking tag with some bullshit snide comment. And the worst part is I even said to Andrea, like halfway through it, I'm just like, not the movie, but just this is the previews, I wish this would be fun. Like, this would be better if this guy was actually funny. Because he...
Yeah, if they're going to be, like, fucking funny about it, then it's something like that. Turn the movie down!
Yeah, he tagged...
I'll watch it again.
It wasn't even the movie. This is the worst part. I'm like, we're fucked. Because this is the previews. Yeah. He's tagging everything with just snide, little, like, pseudo-intellectual bullshit.
Don't try to get that. That's my shtick.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Snide. Very dry.
Yeah. But this guy, so I'm just saying, like, this is going to be the worst.
I whistled on that one. Did you hear that? I did the old man. I can't even do it again. No, I can't do it like that. That was a beautiful whistle, dude. That was like angels singing. Sorry.
But, so the previews are going on, and of course I'm listening to all these idiots, and I'm just dreading the actual movie starting. And then the theater dims. And it's only this, then it's not the guy in front of me making the snide comments. The guy I'm worried about, he actually shuts the fuck up like a gentleman. It's the one guy making the walrus fucking noise when he walks in. The lights dim, and he acts like he's a fucking retard. He's like... And I'm not even kidding.
My dog just looked at you like you wanted to attack.
Yeah, like he wanted to attack. I wish I had Diego with me in that fucking theater.
He just looked at you like, I will fucking eat you. What are you?
So
you're in Jake.
So he's doing that every time that like they show the Smodcast logo. He does that. And he's just like, I was so excited. And then the movie starts, and the most...
You should have filmed him and sent that on your Twitter. Been like, you should tell the country to not admit this guy to movie, Kevin Smith.
I fucking should have. And it was... Because when this is starting, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to make the best of it. I'm going to be like, this is an event. This is opening night. We fucking, us fans of Smodcast, we listened to the episode where he read about the article, found the inspiration. We heard it all the way through the process.
Which is fucked up to begin with, because it was basically a dare to make a movie.
Exactly. And then we're watching it live. So I'm like, treat it like it's a live, like, rock concert. This is awesome. The guy's excited. Okay, this is good. Opening credits, whatever. Fucking rock and roll, dude.
He didn't do it through the whole movie, did he?
The worst part is he is one of those people that would, like, literally knee slap when he caught... yeah, like, smacking himself. And throughout the movie, every time he caught a reference from one of the podcasts... Yeah, he... clapping, and then he'd say to the woman next to him, oh, this is this. Oh, in this episode so-and-so of the podcast, he's referring to this when...
Dude, get Rain Man out of the theater.
Exactly. Exactly. He's like, oh, see that picture in the background? That's Kevin Smith's
Somebody
dog.
should have done that right then. Somebody should have actually done that and been like, definitely get my underwear. Like, fucking... My dad lets me drive up the driveway.
It was so annoying. Every time this idiot caught a reference,
Kmart.
He had to
definitely Kmart.
Definitely Kmart. He had to explain it to the girl next to him, and he had to fucking start clapping and acting like a goddamn idiot. And the worst part is he didn't even catch 90% of the references. That's what made it the most frustrating. Is I'm like, oh, where were you on that one, guy? That was a brilliant reference. Oh, you didn't go that deep, apparently. But this is a brilliant reference.
Why would he go that deep? That would mean that he would actually understand what was going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But I hate when people try to be Uber fans. Like,
yes.
It's one thing to be an Uber fan, but don't be a stupid dick.
Like, don't try to impress the entire theater so that you understand and catch these...
Can we shut this off for a second? I would like to, just come out here and say, this is what Kevin Smith was trying to say in this. Like,
that's 100% what I got. And the dude, the worst part is he was actually married. I'm like, I'm not sure if it was to that girl per se, but she was the only girl there.
Really? Or was he wearing the ring that he got out of the vending machine?
No idea. I just saw a ring. And... though that was the most frustrating part about it.
Maybe he was clapping like that when it dropped. That's what I want. Yay! It took him $7.
I'm sorry. I was all in favor of appreciating it and loving it up and down for what it was, and I was so in for it. But the part is, yes, I'm glad he enjoyed it as a fan and paid his money, but by him enjoying it...
made the rest of you not enjoy it.
Exactly. It took me out of the fucking movie. And I'm sorry, but that movie, it's a Kevin Smith flick. It's heavy dialogue.
You've got to pay attention.
It's heavy dialogue. And every time he makes it would be somebody's fucking name. And he would start screaming and hooting and hollering.
That's how I try to gauge how people, watch Kevin Smith flicks. Is like Mallrats.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you got to look at it in this light. If you're a fan of Kevin Smith's flicks, you know quotes from the movies. If you say you're a fan of Kevin Smith's flicks just because you want to say it, I don't know why. People do that kind of shit, but people do that. Have you seen this movie? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it about? I don't know. But, like, if you're saying, oh, yeah, I know all that... Tell me the quotes. Like, seriously, because, like you said, his movies are incredibly intensive in their dialogue.
Yes.
And that's why they're masterpieces, is because you have to look at what's actually being said to get any of the whole movie, because it builds off of everything else.
Yeah.
Like the aspect in Mallrats, when he was trying to fuck me in a very uncomfortable place. Like the back of a Volkswagen?
Mm-hmm.
And they say that like 6 times throughout the movie. you have to fucking watch it to know what's happening. Because if you missed the first one, it's definitely not going to be funny the second time. You're going to be like, wow, what an obscure reference.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, unfortunately, with Tusk, it seemed like a giant inside joke.
To me,
that's my only critique.
The whole premise of the movie, even though listening to the reason that he made the movie,
the actual podcast,
the entire premise of the movie was, come on, you're ripping off Misery and Frankenstein, maybe?
No, Human Centipede.
Okay, Misery and Human Centipede. Yeah, I'll give you
and
that.
Frankenstein. Yeah. For obvious reasons, because that's the original. That's what everything's ripping off when it does a creature feature type shit.
So I'm just saying, the whole premise of it, if he gets pissed off and depressed like he said he did when the critics came out about Zack and Marie, I'm just saying, if he gets like that, dude, it's time to hang up your hat.
You know,
because this one's got to be I'm doing this just to fuck with you guys.
Exactly. Guess how much it made its opening weekend?
Probably nothing.
Less than $900,000. Maze Runner. Have you seen the previews for that?
Mm-hmm.
That son of a bitch opened at like 32.5 million, and he got less than 900. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's a bomb! It's a huge failure." And I'm sorry, but what pissed me?
He only came on like 600 screens, though, right?
Yeah. He only spent $3 million to make it total. And they got all that money back off of distribution rights.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he
foreign distribution.
As far as I understand it, this is like his producer's type deal.
Yeah, this is his pet project. He's retired. He retired from making movies.
Whatever.
He did, and then he's just making this ridiculous shit.
Yeah, whatever. And Jordan retired too.
Yeah,
but we're still poised to see him coming back. As soon as Haynes is like, "Oh, we got to cut down your commercials," he's like, "Shit, I got to get gambling money." Back in the shoes I go.
Yeah, no. But I listened to his podcast yesterday, where he actually is called Requiem for Tusk or something, or Requiem for a Walrus, where he basically talked about how everybody was taking it really poorly and giving him shit about it. And he goes, that's the complete difference of after Zack and Miri. I consider I'm proud because I put out exactly what I wanted to, and it maybe flopped in the box office, but the box office is a very short life in the life of a film. That's a very small part. Because most great films you don't find until they're on video on demand or you watch them 4 times on HBO.
I'm just going to put it to you this way. Cult classics.
It's going to be, it's a definite.
Cult classics were barely ever even in movie theaters. In fact, that's what most cult classics, why it's a cult classic.
The best way to describe it,
like Bruce Campbell's shit.
Yeah.
He's not in theaters.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it a cult classic, is because of the fact it came straight to video. There wasn't a billion people going, "Oh my god, I want to see this movie." No, it came straight to video and somebody went, "Bruce Campbell's in another movie?"
Yeah.
They didn't spend 5,000 million trillion bazillion dollars on advertising this shit where they were choking it down my fucking throat, making me want to choke the film rather than watch it.
Yeah.
I hate that about movies. Oh, sweet, so you got a new comedy coming out, so I'm going to fucking spend my hard-earned money watching the funniest parts that you put on the previews.
And most studios almost spend more in marketing and promoting the film than they
did on the film.
Yeah.
And the fucked up part about it is they spend $20 million an actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They spend more money promoting. It's almost like Walmart doing the whole thing of, well, we gave $100,000 to breast cancer awareness, and you spent $5 million telling us that you gave away $100,000.
Yeah.
So who's the good guy here?
I don't know. I spent
$50 on cable watching your shitty commercial.
Exactly. I mean, the only reason that, I drove 45 minutes to go...
$50 is a joke, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the only reason I drove 45 minutes and paid $22 to watch it was just to support
Kevin Smith.
The guy went out and followed his whimsy, as he says.
You know what? I'm all for supporting Kevin Smith, but I think even Kevin Smith would support me in saying this. Fuck Kevin Smith. He's made his. I'm not supporting Kevin Smith going, fragile ego.
No, not that at all.
You need $1.
Not that at all.
Fuck that.
But I'm supporting Kevin Smith, but I'm also supporting the fact of how many times have I screamed at your face, why doesn't Hollywood make original fucking movies?
Yeah.
And they finally did. So I had to put my fucking money where my mouth was.
When he did Red State?
Red State.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was... I'll honestly say this. I didn't know how I felt after watching that movie. Because I'm not sure if I liked the bad guys, if I didn't like the bad guys. I watched that film and I just went, but they killed the guy I like right away. I can't remember his name. He kind of looks like Paul Reiser.
Fuck, I don't remember.
But you know, he does voices all the time. He's been in a lot of movies.
Hank Azaria?
No.
That's the only way.
Not in Red State. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I can IMDb it, but...
Yeah, whatever. But they killed the dude. John Goodman was in it, and he was weird as fuck throughout the whole thing.
Michael Parks was amazing in it.
Yeah, I mean, the acting in it was awesome. But the whole premise of the movie was just so fucked up. You're just like... Well, to me personally, I was sitting there saying, this is a hard subject to get into a context of a movie where you're going to look at it in one way or the other, whether it's good or whether it's bad.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about him doing this, is he's the kind of guy that would actually see how everybody else sees it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever anybody says about the other directors and all that shit that happen to be in Hollywood. Fuck you. Quentin Tarantino, nobody sees the shit Quentin Tarantino sees. That's what makes him a good director.
Yeah.
You've got that in a lot of different directors where you're just like, nobody's going to see it the way that he sees it. And that's why he's a good director. What makes Kevin Smith a good director is he sees it how we all see it. And for some reason, he can bring that across in the story that he's displaying. Like in Red State, when he starts telling the story, you don't know if you hate the guy, the girl, the cult, the what. Like, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, all you know is this is a weird scenario.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what's actually going on. Then when John Goodman comes in, you're like, I don't know if I like this guy either.
Yeah.
Like, he does a good job of portraying everybody as what they're doing. The dude in the cult has a job, just like John Goodman has a job, and that's how they portrayed the characters. I'm doing this because of a job. This isn't personal. I'm here because of its job.
Yeah. And that's that feeling that you had with Red State, you could amplify that by 50, and that's how you're going to walk out of the theater or shut off the DVD player after watching fucking Tusk. It is a quintessential midnight creature feature. It's
well, he had to do that to round out the genre.
But this is the best part. Is it's gonna.
I think he's got the big 5 now.
Well, what he's doing is this is the first film of his True North trilogy. He's doing. He's 3/4 the way through Yoga Hosers, the second one, which is based on a podcast again.
Yeah.
And the third one is going to be called Moose Jaws.
Weird.
And it's exactly how it sounds.
Weird. A moose that swims.
Well, not swims, but basically a ravenous moose.
No, that's how you made it sound.
In the context...
You told me it's exactly the way it sounds. He's got to remake that movie now.
Yep. He hasn't even started.
Yep. Well,
he's going to start...
Take note, Kevin Smith. That better be a moose that swims.
Moose do swim.
Well, I'm just saying. Swims like a shark where the antlers come out of the water instead of the fin.
That's happening. You know. A little duck boat, some guy's just paddling away on a Canadian
pond. All
of
a sudden, shark jumps out of the water going... like the moose. They sound so stupid. I can't do their shit. Do you ever hear like an elk?
Yeah,
they're a big ass animal, and they got this like this screech thing going on. I don't know what the hell they're doing. That would be bomb. We need to be collaborating on this. That's all I gotta say. Tweet them.
Tweet them.
I'll get my people on it.
Make it happen. But I don't know. I truly enjoyed the whole fucked up aspect of it. There was a lot of stuff that's kind of like, meh, that I could see. Like the critics.
There's a lot of times where I felt like a sheep.
I was like, meh. No, but it's just, it was awesome because I was in on the joke. Awesome. I found it awesome. So I would imagine a lot of the critics that are giving it shit obviously aren't fans of him, doesn't listen to the podcast. They're not really in on all the jokes because he had references from like Hollywood Babylon, one of his podcasts. Like, you have to be pretty well versed to get a lot of the jokes.
Yeah, that's why I think people don't get him though. Is he's one of those guys like us that can quote stuff from places, and that's his humor. A lot of people don't do that kind of shit. Like, it's amazing how many times people say that about me and my brother. Go, oh, they can quote movies all the time to each other. They can have whole conversations with just movie quotes. Oh yeah, there's been thousands of movies.
Exactly.
Of course there's going to be that many quotes. And when you have any kind of a memory... Oh, and by the way, I just want to come out and say that marijuana does not affect your memory.
Exactly.
It's good to know. Oh, good to know.
Good to know. Yeah, spark that up for a little K. Smith. But you need to go see Tusk. It'll fuck with you. Like, I'm not... When I left the theater, I didn't know if I loved it.
Justin Long is so skinny.
I know. I didn't know if I loved it or hated it. But all I know is I could not get the sight of Justin Long's face in a walrus suit.
You know, the one thing that I will say is I hate the channel MTV anymore. Because it's not music television. But I will say this.
Fans are mindless now.
I really do wish they still had that, what was it, that claymation deathmatch thing?
Celebrity Deathmatch? Yeah. That was such a good show.
I wish they had that, because I want to see Jay Baruchel and Justin Long go at it. The two gangliest motherfuckers in Hollywood right now.
Oh, the guy from Goon? That Jay
Baruchel or whatever his name is.
I don't know how to pronounce it. But
I'd love to see him and Justin Long go at it, just because they are like the... Are these even my arms, or are they rubber bands? Like, they're wacky inflatable arm guys. They really are. They have nothing to their body. They have nothing to their... I mean, let's get this going. Let's make this happen. What's it going to take? What's it going to take for me to put you in a ring with just Jay Baruchel and Justin Long fighting it out? What's it going to take, Jake?
You're going to have to get the green light to do Celebrity Deathmatch again.
Well, I'm not even saying celebrity. Let's do this real.
Celebrity boxing?
Tonight in the backyard.
Celebrity boxing.
Let's get ready to throw down. Copyright. I gotta get the money where I can.
That is
It'll
true.
Be a $5 markup every time you want to say that.
That is true.
We're starting at 5. The next one's 10.
Nope. I don't know, but... Because, like, I've been reading a lot of the stuff on Twitter and about the harsh reviews that he was getting, especially after he only made less than 900,000 in opening weekend. Of course, the people are running from it like it's the plague, like Ebola and shit. But
that's what I'm saying. I wonder if he's actually taking it the wrong way, because he
sounded okay on his podcast this week where he was talking about it. He's still going through his other 3 movies that are probably not going to do any better.
He said he was depressed after Zack and Marie.
Well, that's when he started smoking weed, man. To get over his depression.
Oh.
Then he
got back into it.
Well, I see the thing just from, I think the issue was just from listening to what he talks about, and since he's so open, it's kind of easy to extrapolate. Is I think the issue is with Zack and Miri, he was trying to make what he thought people wanted. So when he, that's the worst feeling, is when you placate to people and you still fucking fail. Then you're like, I compromised everything I am and I still fucking lost. As opposed to, I did not compromise a goddamn thing. This is exactly what I wanted to present to the people, and they, and it kind of came out with a resounding thud. Is that bad? You did exactly what you wanted to do. Is it bad? No.
I understand that.
So I think he's probably a little better off than that. But the thing that really...
I hope so, because like I said, he said he was depressed after that, and I looked at it and I went, it was a fucking awesome movie.
Dude, that's...
Your true fans you should be listening to them instead of listening to the Hollywood hype. Because that movie was fucking hilarious.
All I'm saying is, if it's a terrible fucking flick, why do I see it
everywhere? It's on Comedy Central
every other
all
month.
the damn time.
Yeah, on Comedy Central. And it's edited, and I'll still fucking watch it. And they even ruined my favorite line, where he said, that whole scene.
Where can I deliver this cream?
No, my absolute favorite scene and line is when he's like, she frosted me like a fucking cake!
Or what's it he says after the end, being like, that's just like being shit on or something like that. Don't you ever say that around me again.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was my favorite line ever.
Well, that was a pretty good one though, when he's just like, I'm so constipated.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to do the scene. No, anal's good for clearing that out. That shit was just like, Kevin.
I don't know, but...
And way to use a porn star in it.
Yeah. She was perfect for it.
Yeah, she was.
Because she was just that cheesy ass actress that worked.
Act like yourself.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I will honestly say, the one thing that I will just want to retouch on, I should say, is the aspect that you were talking about is Kevin Smith being so open about his whole life, and his experiences and all this kind of stuff. I will say this, that this is a first for me, as well as a very strange experience. I would say for a lot of people, just for the simple aspect of, I have never even shook the man's hand.
Yeah.
Yet I know his first sexual encounter with his wife.
That is a fucked up scenario when you think about it.
I thought about that the other day when I was thinking about Kevin Smith, just being like, that is fucked up. The whole cut up dick because of the zipper thing. That is fucked up. That I know that, but I have never said hi to the man himself.
I've seen him live.
No, I've never shaken
but
his
I've
hand.
never met him.
Yeah, I've never been like, hi, my name is Sam, my name is Kevin. Oh, well, I know about your first sexual encounter with your wife. I mean, that might make it a little less awkward.
If you just came out with
I would really just like to say that to him.
You should.
Because I would honestly feel a little bit better about it, just being like, I'm not supposed to know this information, so I would just like to know, are you okay with me knowing that?
Yeah,
I know you are because you told me, but I still have to. This is the code.
If he does a Q&A anywhere near us, we got to go and you got to get your ass in line and say that. And the sad thing with Kevin Smith is you need to be one of the first 5 people.
Yeah,
because the dude talks.
Oh, he'll go on for the next 2 hours on their questions.
I watched one of his Netflix things where his Q&A where they filmed it, and he got asked one question. And he somehow ate up the entire hour.
And somehow he cured cancer.
Of the butt.
Yeah, of the butt. While reading comics.
I don't know, it's just... I had to go and support it, and what the funniest part is Andrea was so fucking pissed, and I was too at those... douchebags that ruined it for us. But honestly, when I got in the car and we were just both kind of ranting about it, and I just stopped and I kind of looked at her and I go, you know what the best part about this is? And she's like, what? And I'm like, Kevin Smith inspired me to do a podcast. I go watch his movie about podcasts. Some douchebags are in that, and guess what's going to happen? I'm going to rail about it on a podcast. Yeah. Fucking full circle, motherfucker. So I was like, it's win-win, baby. It sucked, but fuck it.
And the wolf becomes food for the grass.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great.
I know. That should pretty much wrap up the bonus pod.
Yeah, it should.
Alright, have yourself a good night.
Come the revolution! I said it!
Go see Tusk, you sons of bitches.